So I quite understand. I definitely do. Trust me, I do. I understand like people. I understand like sometimes you're not gonna have the most intelligent conversation on the internet. Like we know that. We know that. But there's this like weird ass obsession with like the term of the use simp. And like I remember back when I started doing like any type of commentary, I had this one dude that was like super weird. He was super weird. And he would like throw that word around for anything. Like it wasn't even like democratic simp or anything. He'd just be like, "Oh, you don't think like a conservative? You a simp." And I'm like, "I don't think you understand what that word means." I don't think you get that at all. But he would continue on and I'd be like, "Okay, whatever." And it just leads me to like conversations like these and how weird I find them. Like, let's dive into what the hell was going on in here. So my friend said, "Y'all really be shaming men for being nice to their girlfriends?" Like, yeah, that happens, of course. No simps equal no pick me's. Keep the same energy. Bro, what are you talking about? First, I always take a moment to like look at the person's profile. Oh my god, yeah, one of those guys. One of those guys. Arguing with a hotep, like not even gonna do this. Like arguing with a hotep. All right. Literally just being nice to your girlfriend isn't being a simp. The same way treating your boyfriend well isn't being a pick me. Correct. She immediately, and that's what I appreciated the most out of that thread at the beginning, is like, yo, okay, your definition of pick me is wrong from the like general definition of it. Like, those two are not mutually together at all. You cannot equate them. But we shame in simping, not being nice. But y'all call almost anything nice simping. And that's a fact. I'm not debating on it because it's true. Yeah, obviously. Duh. Well, like, there's a fine line. No, there's not. What's the difference between Eddie trying to... And then he posts these videos. Like, the same way y'all tell girls choose better, that's his fault. Nobody told him to OD like that. That's not being nice. But just being nice, like taking me to dinner and pulling out my chairs and opening my doors and paying for everything. I've seen y'all call stuff like that simping and y'all weird for it. Correct. Nobody told him to OD. That's what a lot of times men put women on a pedestal and exhaust themselves just to make her happy, for her to wake up one day and say she's not feeling this no more. When you pay for everything that and no one obligates her to stay, you got to make sure that she's putting in her work too. You fucking up your investment. You can't be too nice, period. What are you taught, bro? Y'all have these, y'all be talking to yourselves. Y'all really be talking to yourselves. Oh my God. Like, and it's weird because you have this repetitive pattern of wanting to be so like, I don't know, down with yourselves or like down to like what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Like, your fear of being taken advantage of does not mean you can't be nice to your girlfriend. Your logic doesn't track. Driving is dangerous. That don't mean you shouldn't have a car. You can treat your girl, but don't spoil her. What are you talking about? Mans is literally on there typing like, "I'm getting them now. I'm so funny. Like, oh, look at me. Logic bust these people. Like, get them with the words." Like, come on. You text a lot for someone trying not to debate, and you bring the combo full circle, i.e. the bashing of pick-me women who are willing to submit to their man for the bare minimum. That's not what being a pick-me is, bro. One quick-ass Google search would have done that, and it's funny because he's about to do that down there, and I'm like, the literal point is you phrased your Google search that would trip up articles that would support your theory, even in fact that not being, like, worth it. Like, I hate people who also say, just Google it, because, like, people will Google, why is communism bad? And not understand why they're getting all these articles about why communism is bad. The same way we covered Candace Owens saying, if you type in couples, you get a lot of gay couples or something. If you type in straight, if you type in straight couples, which as you see, we already did. I can't believe I'm doing this again. You get gay couples in there. And then I learned that it's because, yo, most of the top articles that are from recent that come up high on the SEO rankings, or where would you ever reference straight couples without having to reference gay couples? Like, there'd be no point in it. You would just say couples, right? Like, that's the point. Anyway, blah blah blah. The fun thing is, after all this back and forth, you still agree, which no, you don't. That there could be an excess of niceness or submission, and both men and women should be careful about what they're willing to invest in a relationship. But that's not equating simping to pick-me's. Pick-me's are women who perpetuate. That's so true, King. Yeah, whatever you say. I'm the type of woman who goes home, cleans, cooks, and shuts the fuck up. That's a pick-me. They're not physically doing that. They don't do that in their relationships. They perpetuate that to have a man go, oh yeah, I do it. But that's not the entry into the relationship. A simp, if we wanted to go that far, would be the ever-loving lust of a man like towards a woman for no other reason other than she's pretty and she deserves to love me. They don't want to be picked. They're not changing their identity to match. There it is. They're not changing their identity to match the selection of who they should be. They're trying to put themselves out there more and do more and be more, so that way they get noticed. You see that? I'm saying what for pick-me's, it's whatever you say is right. For simps, it's I do all this for you, you gotta notice me. There's the difference. And that's massive when you get into the actual pathic, almost, to a degree, like we could go there with it, of the decisions that you have to make when like, and I'm trying to be funny with this at the same time as not so lectury and informative about it, because it's a really fucking dumb discussion to have. But it's really like, what in your definition of a pick-me lands a person to like consistently be doing something for somebody? A pick-me can just say, I stand for this, you should come to me. A simp is like, I do all of this for you, you should come to me. The onus is on the other person to pick them when it's a pick-me, which is why it's called pick-me, while a simp just attaches to whoever, and because of the glory of what I have, you should be like kind to me, and I'll do anything. I'll kiss your feet. I'll literally pick up your key, like. And the difference in that and just being nice is that we attach the idea of loving someone to being obsessed with them. That's why the status makes sense. Whatever this dude is saying does not make sense. Shame, insult, guilt, and need to be right. Kevin Samuels be talking facts every day. Explain the difference. If you follow Kevin Samuels, you would know he's big on men actually paying for everything and a woman not touching a wallet for nothing. I don't know your point there. My Kevin Samuels reference is because of the cis comment. Paying all the bill for your wife is fine. So is submitting to your husband. Like, the difference, bro, in what you're saying is redundantly stupid. Like, don't be stupid. Like, holy shit. Ladies, being a pygmy is not just for women anymore. The men are doing it for their share as well. The Urban Dictionary defines pygmy as a person who begs for the... And he's not even seeing that, like, his keywords are what are being picked up here. A simp is a man that puts too much value on a woman for no reason. Literally, what you just posted doesn't help. I didn't even read that. Like, that's how much I was not involved at that point. Like, it says it itself. As a person who begs for the attention, acceptance, and approval of a certain group and different things they say. A simp is a man that puts too much value on a woman for no reason. Oh, they don't change their core values. They keep going at it in a form that's aggressive, as opposed to the person just reflecting whatever the other person wants, so that way they'll notice them. Simps can have boundaries, fucking asshole. The idea is that they eliminate those boundaries and go blindly into it. Pick-me women say, I cook, I clean, I do everything you want, so you should pick me. A woman being a simp in that regard would have to be like, you get with a man and all of a sudden, like, you driving him everywhere, whatever he say you do, you don't have no, like, you don't have no efficacy, and you're begging them to, like, love you in turn. Like, no, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. That's not, and then nobody said anything about deprecating yourself. I just said to be nice. I said just be nice, and you dragged it. Also, I haven't disrespected you. And then I was like, bet this friendship adds nothing to my life. Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, that's my take on pick me's versus simps. I think stupid shit. Like we be arguing about the dumbest shit, and I get it. Like not everybody's worried about like the fucking global collapse of the dollar. Like okay, fine, whatever, blah blah blah. But we paradigm shifting here. We supposed to talk about everything and anything. So you're just gonna take that for what it's worth, and oh my god, get off the internet if that's the way you think, bro. That dude needs to, and I say this with all due respect, touch grass, homie.